Okay, so welcome. This is our video number 1, and I'm here with the parrots. They're not parrots, they're like maritacas. It's like kind of small parrots, and they shout. They scream, really, no? Anyway, so I came up with 3 questions that I felt it could help us to have a deeper insight into the podcast about introvert versus extrovert, right? So the question number 1 is, do I consider myself an introvert or an extrovert, and why? Question number 2, how does that affect my personal, professional, and social life? Question number 3, do I want to change anything about my personality, and why? Okay, so I just felt to record spontaneously whatever comes up about these 3 questions, and I'll start with question number 1. If I consider myself an introvert or an extrovert. Okay, so I remember as a child saying to myself or about myself that I was shy, that I was timid. And I remember kind of struggling a little bit to go and talk to the girls or to new people, really. So I kind of remember that about myself when I was younger. And as I grew up, then I started to, especially when I went traveling, I went to live in Europe. I started playing, and I started to play on the streets. And before I had done stuff, but not as consistently as I did in Europe. And that gave me a more like an extrovert kind of persona, per se. So I would go out there and speak on the microphone and really call the crowd's attention. So that helped to counteract with that original shyness of mine. So, and that's pretty much why I think, and how I think in deeply inside I'm quite timid and shy, an introvert, but then I put on a kind of a social thing, and then I can become more extrovert. I think that's how I see myself. Okay, number 2, how does that affect my personal, professional, and social life? Okay, so because deep inside I feel I'm very shy and timid, that does affect my personal and social life a lot, because I tend to be by myself a lot. Even when I'm around people, I tend to be more by myself, and because of that shyness, really, I think. And on the other hand, when I'm more like in my professional side, which is more extrovert, then I have to speak up and play and all that. That helps my professional life. So I kind of have to be switching from one to the other. But anyway, that's me. Number 3, do I want to change anything about my personality? Actually, I think I can work on this introvert side of me, because I think deep down maybe I feel judged or something like that. I don't want to expose my mistakes or my inner side. So I think I could work on that a little bit and make it more conscious, and that's also me, and maybe that will help to strengthen or something. Apart from that, I like the extrovert side a lot, because it balances nicely with my introvert side. So in the end of the day, I think just bring more awareness to both sides. That one can also disguise the other. But if I bring awareness to both sides, I think I'm most complete. Thank you. Now it's your turn. Let me know.